Malaysia is considered a big country in Asia where it is larger than the New Mexico. This country has two distinct geographic areas that is the East Malaysia and the West Malaysia. The east side covers the northern half of the island of Borneo while the west side covers the rest of the island. And according to the Trading Economic Global Macro Models and Expect Prediction, Malaysia population is predicted to reach up to 33.45 million by the end of 2021. So let's move on to the unemployment in Malaysia. Malaysia's unemployment is relatively low and stable at around 3%, which means the population is experiencing close to full employment. But as a reminder, Malaysia also has experienced lowest level of unemployment in 2014 with a rate of 2.85% that almost cut into half. But and other than that, according to the Malaysian Department of Statistics, when the COVID-19 pandemic started, the jobless rate declined by 0.1 percentage to 4.6 percentage in April 2021 from 4.7 percentage the previous month, that is in March, where there is no COVID-19 virus yet. So the number of jobless has dropped by 10.5 thousand individuals equals to 753.2 thousand persons. This caused many that lost their job due to the pandemic, where it caused Malaysian rate of unemployment is getting higher and higher.
Hello, sir. Today I'm going to discuss about the theories and theories to the related issue, which is the unemployment in Malaysia. So, unemployment is a significant issue for every nation, especially in agricultural nation with an unbelievable populace. So in Malaysia, the unemployment rate is very high because of uh, the past decree students that have trouble on finding job. So um, for my theories that I insert in my assignment, so according to Marx Carl, unemployment is innate inside the unsteady entrepreneur framework, and intermittent emergencies of mass joblessness are not out of the ordinary. So this means that the capacity of the working class inside the industrialist framework is to give a safe multitude of work that makes descending tension on compensation. So this will save the multitude of work battle among themselves for scant positions at lower and or lower compensation. And also, modern economies are consistently touchy as such. Once it grows, factors including business, deals, costs, and benefits will rise. So this will, I'm sorry, when our public economy is in downturn, a few organizations and firms are closed down. It will cause jobless rate to broaden. So this will create a high unemployment rate in Malaysia or other nation. That's all from me.
Impact of the unemployment. First of all, a high unemployment rate has a long-term negative impact on economic growth. Unemployment is a waste of resources, a source of poverty, and a source of social instability. It can be divided into three groups. First of all is impact towards individually. Unemployed people are unable to fulfill their obligations and desires due to their financial situation. Unemployment can lead to homelessness, sickness, and emotional stress. Executive jobs that are below their skill level can also lead to insufficient unemployment. Furthermore, an economy with high unemployment is unable to fully utilize all of their resources. When workers are hired for duties that are below their ability level, economic sufficiency suffers due to a lack of subject knowledge. As a result, employees must operate in accordance with the field which they had never studied in order to produce the greatest outcome in the field in which they are employed. Moreover, the employees' labors or energy are well worth it because they have already completed a job that they master while studying. Following that, high unemployment rates in a country's social politic may result in civil conflict. This will have an impact on the country's economies according to the rest of the globe. As a result, the government must prevent a huge number of unemployed students from entering the workforce after wasting their time in study. To reduce the country's unemployment rate, the government must provide more job opportunities. Last but not least, unemployment puts financial pressure on the family. People are unable to meet their financial obligations on time, which cause frustration among the family members, conflict in the home, and the potential for family dissolution. Likewise, crime rates will rise as the number of unemployed people in society grows as a result of their desire for money. This is because individuals lose faith in the government and its administration as a result of unemployment, which can lead to political instability. People will form a new administration and choose it. Unemployment also leads to a low quality of living because competition for work increases and a lower standard for living for those who are unemployed.
Today, I will talk about ways to reduce the problem of unemployment in our country. Every problem must have a way to solve it. There are several ways to solve this problem. The government plays an important role in solving the problem of unemployment in our country. My first suggestion to solve this problem is by developing a career internship. By developing career internship, the rate of unemployment in our country can be reduced. Internship programs are intended to provide university students formal education with work-related experience. In my opinion, Malaysia needs a stronger internship program that ensures effective student recruiting, mentorship, and assessment. Young people are particularly exposed to rising unemployment. Malaysia and Singapore are both ILO members. However, neither has ratified any of the three linked ILO conventions. One of the techniques to reduce the rate of unemployment in our country is to make a policy. Other than that, to reduce the rate of unemployment in our country is to improve our country's economy. If the economy in our country improves, job opportunities will also improve. Malaysia's GDP growth rate was negative 4.23% during the economic downturn between 2008 and 2009. With good development, the majority of emerging nations saw a slowdown in growth. Malaysia's unemployment rate, which was 11.11% at the time, was rising. With this, it can be proved that the unemployment rate also depends on the economy.
In conclusion, the majority of the respondents we polled, of all ages, genders, and vocations, feel that Malaysia is not experiencing an unemployment problem. However, the majority of Malaysians are unaware that unemployment is generated not just by the government but also by Malaysians themselves. Apart from the increasing demand for employees among Malaysian enterprises, graduates and jobless individuals have high expectations for their positions in terms of pay and perks. As a result, many people will choose to continue their education rather than take an employment that pay less. Graduates must dispel the myth that the better their academic qualification, the larger their employment wage, because this is a myth. The government should step up its efforts to end the problem. Furthermore, many people believe that the government's efforts to address the issue of unemployment are ineffective. To rebuild resilience, trust and confidence in the government. The government should implement concrete and reliable policies such as job subsidies and tax reductions. It has negative impact on the unemployed since they are jobless and have a harder time to find new job, and it has a negative impact on those who are employed as they are less confident in their ability to hold their positions in the future. However, for the economy to grow as a whole, the government and people must take proactive measures to boost productivity and raise living standards.